Hey guys, Brad here from Cloud Surfing Media, and as promised yesterday, I'm posting a video on one of your concerns when it comes to digital marketing. So I made a post and I asked you to give me your top 6 questions about digital marketing. And one of the ones that came up most consistently was, what's the most important aspect of digital marketing? Where do you start when it comes to this sort of thing? And as far as I'm concerned, there's only one place to start. It doesn't matter what kind of business you are, it doesn't matter what you're doing, doesn't matter what your goals are online, you need to start with a website. Now why? Why do you want a website? Why is a website so much more important than, say, a social media page? Well, there's a few different reasons, and I'll get into them now. So the first one is that a website it has a further reach than your social media pages. And the reason is because when you're on Facebook is great and all, but there are 2 billion people on Facebook. How many people can you reach on Facebook? Maximum of 2 billion. That seems like a lot, and it probably is, but what you're doing is you're cutting yourself off from anybody who's not on Facebook. Lots of people are not on Facebook. So if you only have a Facebook presence, you're limited to the audience you can get on Facebook. That's cutting off, what are there, 8 billion people on the planet now? So I'm not good at math, but that cuts off about 4/5 of the population, I think. Someone can correct me if that math is wrong. Same with Twitter, same with Pinterest, same with Skyrocket. Doesn't matter what channel you're using, you're limited to the users on that channel. With a website, that's never the case. You build your own website, and you're not restricted. People can visit it from wherever, and they can find it from wherever, and there's no limitation. So that's number 1. Number 2, social media pages rarely rank on Google. Now this is more important if you run a local business, but it's relevant for everybody. So if you were let's take an example, let's say you're a flower shop, okay? You're running a flower shop here in Toronto, and you might think setting up a Facebook page is great, and it is. It'll be beneficial for you, but Google will almost never rank a Facebook page at the top when it comes to people who are searching for local stuff. If you Google, Justin Timberlake's Facebook page or something, then yeah, you'll get that as the first result. But when it comes to people searching for local stuff, it's almost never a social media page. It's usually somebody who owns a business. Somebody who owns a business website, pardon me. So if you're starting, Toronto Flower Shop, then torontoflowershop.com could rank at the top of Google if you play your cards right. So if you only have a Facebook page, you have no hope at all of being found on Google. And that might not be a huge concern to you, because maybe you're not aware of the traffic behind it, but let me tell you, I did some quick research before I started this video, and the term Flower Shop Toronto has about 1,150 searches a month. So if you're running a flower shop, you're selling a bouquet of flowers at 20 to 50 bucks a pop, depending on the type of flower. How much of a difference could that make in your business if you were this flower shop owner, if you had 1,150 more people each month finding your business? You can't get that with social media. You can only get that with a website. So next, social media can die. And this might seem impossible that Facebook is going to go anywhere. It's been around forever. It's like one of the biggest websites on the planet. I think it is the 3rd biggest last time I checked. Google is number 1, YouTube is number 2. But that was the case with MySpace. Any of y'all remember MySpace? I'm 31 years old, so I've been on the internet for a little while, and I was on MySpace back in the day, and it was huge at the time. Back in 2008, when it hit its peak, it had 150 million unique views per month. That was huge, absolutely huge. Today, it's lucky to have 1/10 of that. So basically, nobody cares about MySpace anymore. I mean, it was purchased by, actually it was Justin Timberlake, the 2nd time he's come up in this video, oddly enough, but he purchased MySpace, and from there it never really did anything. Didn't even come close to regaining its former glory. So If you, back in 2008, had put all of your digital marketing eggs in the MySpace basket, you might have thought, it's going to be great. It's always going to be around. I'm going to make lots of money. I'm going to have lots of people find me. Excellent. But then MySpace falls off the face of the earth. Nobody cares about it anymore. And as a result, you're left holding the bag. That never happens with a website. Why? Because you own your website. Your website is yours. And the only thing that can take down your website, aside from somebody hacking you, which let's leave that aside, that's possible, but it's very rare, especially for a local business. So the only thing that can take down your website is you. If you want to get rid of your website, you're more than welcome to do that. It's your website. But when it comes to a social media account, the company can go under, and you just lose your account. Or not only does it not go on, it might not go under, but it might just die off. Like, people don't go there anymore. And so you put all this effort into building up this other platform that nobody cares about anymore. And nobody's going to show up at it, because even if it did rank somehow in Google and you found the MySpace page for Flower Shop Toronto, what are the odds that you're actually going to click on that link, as opposed to the next link down, which is a real legitimate website? Nobody gives a shit about MySpace anymore. Nobody wants to go there. So that could happen with Facebook, could happen with Instagram, could happen with Twitter. Twitter posts, the last time I checked, they post losses every single year, and not a whole lot of people are interested in buying Twitter. So, is it going to be around forever? Who knows? Distractions. There's lots of distractions on social media. Take a look through your page. You've stopped to watch this video, and maybe you're still with me so far, and that's great. But what else is on social media? There's pictures of cats, there's updates from your favorite band, your favorite movies, your favorite whomever, your favorite artists. You got your friends messaging you. You got like your racist uncle posting another cringeworthy article. You got all sorts of things. All sorts of distractions are out there, and your brand has to compete with all of this that's going on. Even when people actually do see your content, you still have to compete with something else. Because if they're scrolling down their Facebook, what are they going to see? They're going to see, oh, well, look, Flower Shop in Toronto, but also here's this picture of a cat, but also here's this like funny video of some guy falling down the stairs. How are you going to catch their attention? I'm not saying it's impossible to catch their attention. There are lots of people who do social media and Facebook very effectively, but there's always that factor that you have to deal with, that it is a distraction-filled platform. Now, modern life is distracting, so when people are on your website, they're distracted too, for sure. Their phone is going off, maybe their kids in the other room crying, there's all sorts of distractions out there. Pardon me. But it's less than what's on your Facebook. So, in general, what I'm trying to say is Facebook is still a good platform. All that said, it's still valuable, it's still worthwhile, it's still useful for you to have a presence on Facebook, but to me, I see it like a billboard. Okay, so if you want to advertise your business in the real world, not online, then one of the options for you to do that is to buy a billboard on the highway or something. And that's great, and that can drive new people to your business, and that can help people understand more about your business and be aware about your business, but that billboard is not your business itself. Okay, so if you're just starting out, you don't have anything at all on the internet yet, start with a website.